Hey, what's going on everyone? I am the OPJellicent, and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown today. I'm going to be using this team right here with Choice Specs Rotom-Heat on it, which has a really nice offensive synergy with Keldeo right here. Keldeo is able to go ahead and pressure all those fire types like Heatran and Blacephalon that Rotom-Heat otherwise would struggle with. Obviously you have to predict with Thunderbolt and stuff, but then Specs Rotom-Heat is able to go ahead and pressure Tangrowth and Tapu Bulu, which are basically the two big Keldeo checks in the tier, as well as it's able to go ahead and pressure Toxapex with their electric type moves, which also helps out Keldeo, so I'm really hoping this core right here can do a lot of work. Then we actually have HP Grass just to help out with Gastrodon and Quagsire, because those are also Keldeo checks right here, so yeah, this core is really strong. And then we have Defog Torn right here, which is also our Z-move user. I obviously needed some sort of defogger for my Rotom-Heat right here. We have Celesteela just because I figured we wanted some sort of fairy resist for Magearna and Tapu Lele, as well as it kind of helps out with Scarf Lando because like Scarf EQ or Stone Edge could be a problem. We do have a Scarfer that outspeeds Scarf Lando with Keldeo right here, but I wanted the backup. Our rocker is Clef right here, just a nice mid-ground pivot, and then Medicham, which is our wall breaker, because I figured the team didn't really have much physical presence. Like we have two pretty strong special attackers, Torn is a special attacker, and then these two are more pivots and walls right here. So Medicham can help break through stuff like Chansey, and yeah, that's going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. And I'll be right back with our first game. Okay, I got the first game right here. We're facing a Trick Room team with Ursaring on it, which is definitely very cool. My biggest threats to his team are definitely my Rotom-Heat and my Mega Medicham right here. So if I can get those in outside of Trick Room, I can definitely do some work. In terms of lead matchup, I think I want to try to get up Rocks right away, but he may lead off with Deontay or something like that. I don't know if Deontay gets a Magic Coat, but we're going to go ahead and lead off with Clefable right here. He's going to lead Deontay right here. I'm just going to go for Rocks, even if he bounces them back. He can't prevent them the next turn, so let's see if he has Magic Coat. I'm assuming Trick Room, right? And then he may go for Rocks now. I could go Celesteela here. I'm not quite sure what he wants to do to me, but Celesteela can punish a lot of switches with Elite Sheet and whatnot, so let's go Celesteela. Because, yeah, I'm expecting Rocks to go up, and I can either go for Leech Sheet here or Heavy Slam. What do I feel is better? Because Leech Sheet, I feel like Leech Sheet is a fine play. He goes Alolan, so that's totally cool with me. Now, the problem is I don't really switch into a Alolan very well. I do have Protect right here to stall out a turn of Trick Room, so that's cool. That doesn't really matter because I was going to sack anyway, and then when Trick Room goes down, I'll get in my Medicham to get a kill. So let's see what we can do right here. Well, I can't really get the kill with Medicham now that I think about it, because he has Cresselia, which is going to be really tough to deal with. Maybe I can go Torn after and go with that, so what am I sacking right here? Definitely not Keldeo. Keldeo is great. Celesteela is great against like Magearna and Deontay and Ursaring. I feel like Clef is probably the sack here. So let's just go Clefable. It already got up Rocks and whatnot, so he goes for Flare Blitz and he reveals to be Rockhead. So I can actually hit that with my Specs Thunderbolts if I want. Which now that I look at it, he doesn't switch into those, so let's get a Rotom-Heat here. And just go right for a nice Choice Specs Thunderbolt. I don't really care if he goes Cresselia. I know for a fact he can, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Alolan Marowak. So that's definitely cool. We exchanged Pokemon right there. He goes Deontay next, so I don't know if he actually has Power Gem, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get in Celesteela on the Trick Room. And this time I can go for Leech Seed again, I guess. I mean, Alolan Marowak was the biggest threat to me. So yeah, let's go for Leech Seed here. And then if he goes like Magearna, I don't really have to worry about it. I do have Heavy Slam and Flamethrower. Actually, I don't think I have Flamethrower. He actually is Mega. Surprising. And he explodes just for 30%. I guess that would be Mega, right? Yeah. So I should have just Heavy Slammed because I think I might have actually outslown him. Mega Deontay has base 110 speed. Out comes Crawdont. I don't really want the Swords Dancing again because, like, I could actually lose. So let's just go for Heavy Slam. Yeah, there's the SD. And that'll help me out a bit, just getting a bit of damage off. He's actually getting Recovery, which is funny. Okay, what's my next sack here? Not Medicham as usual. Medicham is really good in the endgame. Maybe Rotom-Heat here? No, Rotom-Heat can click Overheat at this point. I think maybe Torn is the sack. Yeah, let's sack Torn here. As he just goes for the Crab Hammer, which is fine with me. What I can do now is just go here into my Medicham and click Fake Out. And then I'll have to figure out what I'm switching into Aqua Jet. Would he have Aqua Jet on a set with Trick Room? I don't know if he would actually have Aqua Jet. What's the likelihood he has Aqua Jet? Okay, what's the correct play here is basically the correct question, because I know I need Medicham in the late game. I'm going to assume he has Aqua Jet and go with that. So let's see here. The Rotom-Heat, as I said, is great. Keldeo is good. I feel like Celesteela... No, I'm just going to high jump kick. He does have Jet, and it just O-code. And he's going to be able to maybe bring this back in later, which is going to be tough. But here I can just click Surf. Yeah, I should have expected the Aqua Jet. He may click it again right here for sure. But I don't know, what's his win con here? Because, I mean, he can do some work with some other Pokemon. He actually goes Megear now. So this probably has Trick Room as well, which is going to be tough to deal with. I'll Surf right here on the Trick Room. And then, I don't know, what does he have? Gigavolt Havoc or something like that? I'll go Celesteela here. On the Thunderbolt. And I don't know if he would have Calm Mind, but I'll Protect until I die. As he actually just goes through my thing. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. I didn't expect that. So, do I just lose? Maybe. Let's go for Thunderbolt, see what coverage he has. If he's Flare Cannon, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, I might be able to take a hit. Yeah, I'll take a Thunderbolt and knock him out. And then, I don't think Keldeo can win the game, unfortunately. Goes Earth Ring, so maybe I can do it with this. Do I have to Hydro Pump or Secret Sword? Because Earth Ring's not too bulky. Ursaring. It's Ursaring? I also thought it was URSU. Keldeo. Choice Scarf. Hydro Pump could kill. I think I have to Hydro Pump. No, I'm going to Secret Sword. And knock it out. And I don't know if I can actually beat Cresselia. That's the problem. I guess maybe if he doesn't have any attacks, I can win. There's a Trick Room. Does he have Ice Beam or something? Okay, do you have Moonlight? Is a good question. If you don't have Moonlight, then I'm actually fine here. There's a crit. No, I think he can time it to Lunar Dance out and then bring in the Crawdon to knock me out, maybe. He has Recovery. Okay, that's going to be that game right there. I think I threw by not switching out my Medicham because I think it would have been able to beat the remainder of his team. I don't know. It would have depended on how I would have beaten the Cresselia because I didn't really have a very reliable way to break it that game, but Trick Room's able to get the better of us, and I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so I've played like 5 games now, been between the last one and this game right here, and I ended up losing 2 to Static Pair, and then I tilted the 3rd game, but then I ended up winning the last 2 games that I just played, so I got some points back, but we're going to be trying this again right here, and my Medicham is going to have a lot of fun this game. It just breaks Hoopa, Rotom, and Venusaur and all them, and as well as the Heatran, of course. So Medicham and probably Keldeo are my best threats right here. Rotom is pretty good too. And then Torn, I guess. Torn's pretty good. It can break. It just spams Hurricane through its team. And then Selly is not very good. I guess it checks Lando. And Clef is pretty expendable. It's actually lead Clef here. As he's going to lead off with the Rotom-Wash. I don't know if he's trying to trade rocks with me, but I'm assuming a Volt Switch comes out. I don't have a ground type. So, I mean, I'll just go for the rocks and see if he wants to trade or not. Okay, goes Venusaur, actually. So it doesn't even opt to go Tran, which is great. I'll go Torn here and hope I don't get Sludge Bomb poisoned. Nice. And I guess what I can do here is just go for my Z move. I mean, damage on Rotom could help out my Medi. And maybe Keldeo too, for sure. And if he stays in, that's even worse. So, I mean, worse for him. So he actually goes out into the Rotom here. We saw it's leftovers, so I can just go for U-turn. And as I said, Clef is expendable. So let's bring out Clef on the Defog. And I guess what I'll do is go for Rocks again. I'm curious as to why he's trying to keep the Heatran healthy. I guess maybe to help out against Rotom and Selly, but like it's worn down by all my wall breakers. Like Keldeo and Medi really hurt that mon. So it goes Venusaur on a hard switch this time. As what I can do here is just go for a... I could go back to Torn or I can go Selly. I mean, I don't really respond to this well. I guess I should go back to Torn, but if I get poisoned, it's not too good. I mean, I think I could go Selly here, but I need to somehow get in a Pokemon that can actually threaten this. And I really don't want Torn getting poisoned, just because it sort of clicks Hurricane through his entire team. I need Keldeo for Gran, for sure, so I really can't be risking that Pokemon. Rotom can't break this. I think I have to go Torn. As he goes for Leech Seed. That's honestly better. Like, I'll take a Leech Seed. And at this point, I'll just U-turn out again. I have a feeling he'll stay in, but on the off chance he doesn't, I can U-turn to another Pokemon. Because I just want the regen health, right? I don't really care about the actual damage on Venusaur at the moment. I mean, I do care about damage on Venusaur because it's his main check to my Keldeo. So he does go back to Rotom-Wash. This allows me to get in my Medicham now and basically claim a kill. I don't believe Ice Punch is going to do the job, so let's just go for a Zen Headbutt here. If he goes ground, that would be a really weird play, but I mean, props to him if he really makes it. I mean, maybe it's Scarf Hoopa then. Which my Scarfer would be faster if that's the case. I have a feeling he just stays in here. And that'll be his main Hurricane switch and gone, and I got my Torn back to full, so that's good. He's actually going to go ahead and disconnect from the game, so I'll be right back if he wants to reconnect, or else I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so my opponent did end up coming back, as I of course missed my Zen Headbutt, so I gotta switch out now. Perhaps maybe into Clef again. Yeah, I really don't want Celesteela taking the hit. Let's go Clef here. As he's finally going to get up his rocks, which is good for him. And I guess, I mean, he gets a free U-turn here, so there's really nothing I can do about that. I'll go for a Wish. He's just going to Earthquake, actually. Is he Z-move? I don't know if he would be Z. I'm going to go for Moonblast. And he's probably going to go out into Venusaur again. Goes Tran finally. So he finally brings out this Tran, which I was waiting to see what happens. I mean, I would have really needed that damage on Lando for Medi, because I could have just clicked high jump kick for the rest of the game. And I would have torn through him, but now that this has happened, I can't go Keldeo, as I said. It's my Grand Check. Maybe I just sack off this and then go Medi again. I mean, yeah, Clefable is not too good here. I'm really getting nothing if I stay in. I'm just going to go Rotom. As he goes for a Magma Storm, okay. That's fine. And I don't know if he would be fast enough for me, but I'm going to go right here for a Thunderbolt. Specs Thunderbolt can definitely do some work here. Brings him all the way down, so that's okay, I guess. Like, the situation could definitely be worse. His Hurricane switch-ins are non-existent now, because Rotom's weakened and Heatran is weakened, so I'm in a great spot right now. Let's go out here into Medi. And I don't think he would be Protectran. Let's go for a high jump kick. He really risked that. Okay, it's Helmet too, so I can Ice Punch. And get rid of Lando, so that's good. At this point, my Medi plus Torn is just going to go in through his team. Finally goes Gran. I'm curious to see what this actually is. I'll go Keldeo every time. I mean, Keldeo can win the game really easily after the Venusaur goes down, so let's just go Clef. As he just goes for Hydro Pump, okay. I mean, I'll go for Moonblast. As he actually misses the Hydro Pump. I was not going for Hydro Pump miss, but I mean, I really thought that Clef was more expendable than the other Pokemon. But at this point in the game, Keldeo, I mean, still it's the same thing with Torn plus the other thing. Once again, this is more expendable. As he actually Fire Punches and doesn't even kill. Yeah, I mean, definitely the momentum that I got here is really good. Goes for, it might be Scarf actually, is what I'm thinking. Let's go here into Keldeo. And just click Surf. He has to hope I choke and like switch out. Sex off his Rotom-Wash. I mean, he can only go Venusaur. And I can just go Selly here. As he goes for Leech Seed. I don't know if you can actually bring out another Pokemon, but I will weaken this and then bring out my Medi. Like, there's no reason for me to not do that. Like, he needs to rely on misses to win this game, is basically the point I'm trying to make here. Would he Synthesis now? Okay, there's a Synthesis. Okay, and now I can go Torn, or I can go Medi. Medi is cool, but how healthy is Hoopa? 28. Is that, what, 18? I feel like Torn's the play and just hope I hit 1. Because I already used my Z move. Okay, let's think this through, because if I go Medi and he goes Hoopa on a Zen Headbutt, and assuming he's Scarf, he gets another kill. And then I go, I don't know what I do at that point, so I'm going to go Torn here and really hope I can just hit 1 Hurricane to secure the game with my Keldeo. Nice. As I get a Confusion, don't think it'll matter unless I miss this one, he breaks through and gets a Synthesis off. As, yeah, the game's over because Scarf Keldeo is going to be able to win now. I don't know how it would have played out had he hit both Hydro Pumps, but it's like a 64% chance. You can't always rely on that. It's the reason I run Surf. But let's see if this... It was not even Scarf Hoop. I don't think he would have had a chance in this game, regardless. Let's go Medi. And, I mean, he can go Tran. He's going to go ahead and forfeit right there. So we're able to pick up the win, which is definitely cool. Once again, I don't know how it would have played out, but we definitely got fortunate with the Hydro Pump. And I'll be right back with another game. Okay, third game has been found right here. Glad we managed to pick up a win, at least for the live right now, because those static paras were really frustrating. Medi is once again a giant threat to this team. It actually outspeeds anything that's not Scarf or a potential speed tie with the Zygarde. Keldeo is also very good right here. I would say Medicham, Keldeo, and Rotom are my three big threats here. And then Selly is pretty expendable. I mean, it's my Lele check. Clef is pretty expendable. And Torn is pretty expendable. I want Rocks up though, so let's lead Clef here. The only way he would OHKO me is with Spec Psychic from Lele. If it is Specs Lele, that's a giant threat. Yeah, Specs Lele is a giant problem if that's what it is, because it'll 2-hit KO Selly after one Psychic. And if he predicts me and goes for Specs T-Bolt, I'm really done. But I think my main game plan right here is going to be trying to get in Medi as many times as I can between Torn U-turns and stuff, so there's the Taboo Lele. Let's see if this is actually Specs or not. But as I said, I don't really need Clef here, so let's go for Rocks. As he's going to switch out, so that's pretty cool. Brings out Ferrothorn. I mean, I can bring a Rotom on this. As he gets up his Rocks, and this is a free Specs Overheat. Is there any reason to click Thunderbolt here? I don't see a reason to click Thunderbolt. I mean, like, unless I really want to try to catch Rotom, but this is going to do a lot anyway. I guess missing would be the reason, but I don't miss, okay. And as I said, Clef is the switch in here. Clef is my most expendable Pokemon in this game. It got Rocks up for the Zygarde, and I'm assuming he'll Defog. He just goes for Hydro, and my Clef is dodging all the Hydros. Let's go for a Moonblast here. See if he wants to Defog or go back to Ferrothorn, or what exactly is happening, basically. Volt switches out. I'm assuming Ferrothorn comes right back. Which, like, damage for Ferrothorn could help out maybe Torn with the Z-move. Goes Ferrothorn. And what I'll do now is just go back to Celesteela. Well, to Celesteela. I didn't go Celesteela last time. I went Rotom. I mean, I don't want Celesteela getting worn down by Lead Sheet and stuff. I'll go back to Rotom. As he actually misses the Lead Sheet. I'm getting pretty lucky now, actually. That's pretty cool. And what I'll do now is just go for another Specs Overheat. And he can't go Rotom. I'm pretty sure Rotom will die on entry this time. Let's see if it actually lived. I think I got a 43 roll last time. Actually knock him out. Cool. What was the roll last time? Yeah, I got 43 last time. So I got the higher roll this time. Or maybe I got a really low roll last time and I got a mid roll this time. I don't know. But yeah, if Zygarde comes out, I'm going hard Keldeo. I really can't let that Dragon Dance sweep me. I have Surf too, so I don't need to risk like Hydro Pump. I actually hope he goes Zygarde because that's one of his last two win conditions. There's the Zygarde. Okay, come on. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Let me just make sure that my Surf will kill this. Charizard. DD Roost against Keldeo. Okay, yeah, Surf is going to kill. And his last win condition is the Tapu Lele. I don't even know if he's going to try to win with it at this point. Because I'm really far ahead in the game right now, so... Let's see if he goes for it or not, and yeah, we'll figure it out. I guess if it's Shift Gear McGear now. And actually, I should probably stay in. Because if he sets up, then that's bad. He goes for Volt Switch though, so he is AV. I mean, I still have Keldeo alive, so that's cool. Selly is my... no, Rotom again. There's no reason to take damage on Selly when it's my main Lele check, like... Actually, Selly can single-handedly win this game right now, I just realized. Unless it's SDZ Lando. I guess his best shot at winning would be a Rock Polish Z-move Lando at this point. And if that's what his set is, then good job. But any other set will be walled by Celesteela. Scarf. Doubles to Lele, so... Good switch. I mean... I'll click this move. And then bring out Celesteela here. And this is a free... Should I scout for Electrium Z? I mean, if he's Electrium Z, he's not Scarf, and that's fine anyway. So let's just go for Heavy Slam. And actually, I just remembered, I have a Scarfer that's faster than Scarf Lele too, so... I'm good in that regard as well. Perhaps I should have played my Rotom-Heat smarter here, because it actually got a kill every time it came in, but... I mean, I just wanted to scout for what sort of set he was. So if he goes Lando now, he's actually going to go Ferrothorn. I was going to say, if he went Lando, I could actually scout for what sort of set that was. This is a free Flamethrower. as he goes for Elite Shoot. He may have Protect. I'm not going to stay in. I'm going to go Torn here on incoming Lando. So I still have Selly if this is Scarf. So let's just go for the Supersonic Sky Strike and knock out the Lando. Nice. And at this point, I think I definitely just win with Celesteela. I don't know, he would have to like have Ice Beam on AV Mag and freeze it. So, I mean, I'll try to knock off the Scarf. Yeah, he's going to try to do something weird, and now it's definitely over. Because I just Hurricane here. Scarf is gone, and he's going to go ahead and forfeit, so we're able to go ahead and pick up that one. I definitely think we played our win cons a lot smarter than he did. I think he actually had a good chance with Charizard had he just tried to lure my Keldeo later in the game, but we're able to pick up the win, and I'll be right back with another one. Okay, so my next opponent right here actually has a Koko Raichu core, which is going to be a giant threat to my team right here. I think I'm going to have to keep Rotom-Heat healthy, and in terms of winning, I think Keldeo is going to be a good late game bet right here, just clicking Hydro Pump and Secret Sword. Medi is also great early game. I feel like he'll lead Koko, but I really can't let Rotom get weakened, but I don't have another good Koko lead. This guy has like a lot of weak Pokemon to Medi plus Keldeo, and then this core is just going to completely destroy my team. Maybe I should just lead Rotom. He actually leads Lando-T. I'm going to Specs Overheat. I just want to get a kill with Rotom-Heat on a Lando. He goes for the Volt Switch, so Shanty's about to come out, which sucks. Yeah, that's lame. I mean, he'll go for Rocks, I'm assuming. He actually goes Victini, which is... I'll take that. I'm gonna go Clef here. Nah, he could be Banded V-Create. Is Selly the more expendable mon? Yeah, Selly is more expendable than Clef. Just because he has... I mean, it's good against Kyurem, but Kyurem could just go for ICM Z. Goes for a Bolt Strike. I think that's Banded, right? But it's not like I have responses to it. I mean, yeah, he can take this mon. He actually goes Koko and gives me some damage on that, so that's great. And, yeah, like I said, you can take my Celesteela, man. And Rotom-Heat's still at full health, which is great for me. I'm not gonna let this happen. Just knock me out. He may go right back to Victini, I think. But he's also stalling out his own terrain right now, so there's the KO. This allows me to get in my Keldeo here and go ahead and click. I really should click Surf. I really should click Secret Sword, I think. Expecting Chansey, but Chansey's not a big threat. I'll go for Surf. Because, like, if he sacks Koko, and then terrain goes down after, I just win with my Keldeo late game. So, yeah, he's going to sack the Koko, so I'm in a really good position now because I didn't Secret Sword right there. He can go Kyurem Black here, or he can go Alolan Raichu. If he goes Alolan Raichu, I'll sack Clef and then bring in Rotom. Nasty plot. He doesn't have enough turns. I forget how fast this Pokemon is. He just blows me away. Okay, I gotta sack 2 more Mons here. Okay, Rotom-Heat's gonna be one of them. Unless I live. Nope, blows me away. Okay, Keldeo or Medi? Medi's the answer late game. So let's go out into this here. No, I can't sack Medi. I gotta sack Torn here, bring back Keldeo, Surf it, and then go for game with Medi after. Yeah, I see how I can win this. Okay, let's maybe Hydro Pump will Oko it. That's the best case if Hydro Pump actually Okos this mon. But if not, I have to go for Fake Out and then try to win with my Medi here. So let's go for Fake Out. If I was Bullet Punch, I think I could win this game, but now I don't think I can. Are you Scarf-Teeny? No, this goes Lando for the Intimidate. I think he has the game because I can't break through the Victini. Yeah, I knew the Koko Raichu core would just destroy my team. I had no matchup against that core right there. Unfortunately. I mean, it's not a core you see too often, so, I mean, it is what it is. Let's go for a high jump kick here. And maybe I'll hit it and knock it out. Yeah, in order to win this game, I need to crit through Victini. Assuming it's not Choice Scarf, which I don't know if 73% is Choice Scarf or not. I don't even think I Oko this Pokemon at this point, so he might just go for Earthquake here. Now he's just being safe and going for Scarf U-turn, so I'm not going to waste time. I'm just going to go ahead and forfeit And that is going to be that game. I knew at Team Preview I had no matchup against the Electric Terrain Core, and he was able to use it pretty well right there, so I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so I switched accounts because I was finding some really weird teams on my opponent's end with the other account, and I didn't really have the time to ladder it up all the way to the 1700s right now, so I'm going to go ahead and finish out the live on this account right here, man. My opponent's running a pretty cool Zero Aura squad right now. I think maybe Scarf Keldeo can win this game right here, but in terms of leads, I probably want to lead Torn on Shuckle lead, and maybe just try to Hurricane and hit. I mean, I should have probably led Medi, but I mean, if he's toxic, then that's pretty bad. And okay, so I'm able to Hurricane him. He goes for Rocks. I'm going to go for another Hurricane here on the Encore. And what does Z Defog do? Lowers evasiveness and accuracy +1. Yo, let's do that. Give me that accuracy. And now what I'll do is probably just switch out here into Clef. Or a Hurricane again. I feel like he'll go back to Shuckle. I'll go Rotom here. It's a good mid ground because if he goes back to Shuckle, I can Specs Overheat for the kill, I think. This should kill. And I miss. And he gets Rocks back up. Okay, great. So let's go for another Overheat here as I hit. And yeah, it would have killed, but now he has a Rocks up, which is pretty lame, but we'll go with it. He goes Zygarde. I mean, I'll go Clef here. As it appears he is banded, I will just Moonblast. I don't really need Clef. Hard Pinsir and takes 50%. Do you even knock me out? I mean, Clefable's my expendable member. He doesn't even knock me out, so he'll Quick Attack here, I think. And let's go for another Moonblast, and then maybe just bring in Torn here to go for U-turn, because like I'll take a Quick Attack, and then I'll get Regenerator health, so let's knock out that Pinsir, and then bring in perhaps Rotom-Heat? No, I don't want a Zygarde coming in because I don't have switch-ins to that anymore. I gotta go Medi here and allow the Mimikyu to come in. He'll go Mimikyu or Zero Aura, one of the two. He could go Magearna too, but if it's offensive Magearna, I'm pretty sure it goes down to high jump kick. Yeah, so he has to go Mimikyu. I can go Celesteela to take this on. Is that Totem? I can't tell by the size. But yeah, I would be in such a good position right now had I hit the Overheat against Shuckle, but it's fine. He just goes for Shadow Claw. I'll throw off a Heavy Slam here. There's no reason not to go for Heavy Slam. I could lead sheet on the potential Zero Aura, but he goes Zygarde. Okay, we do a bit. I shall go for the... I want damage for Keldeo, so let's go for another Heavy Slam. Yeah, now he should be in range of Hydro Pump, so I think Scarf Hydro Pump's the way I'm winning now. Okay, so the next one will knock me out. I think I just sack this, and then go Medi here, and click Ice Punch. And I think my Keldeo can wrap this game up for us. So he has to go either Mimikyu or Zero Aura. I'll break the sub here. I mean the disguise, as he actually just goes for SD. I don't know if that was a smart play on his part. It'll come down to, I guess, if I hit my Hurricane. Shadow Sneak's gonna knock me out. I think I probably sack off this, right? Yeah, let's just end Headbutt here on the off chance he doesn't kill me. He's actually Life Orb, which is good for me in the long run. I'll go Torn here, and I'll be able to go for the knockoff here. Yeah, knockoff is fine. Get rid of that Life Orb, and I'll go for another knockoff now. And then I need to hit my Hydro Pump. And if I can hit some Hydro Pumps, I think I can win. Okay, so there's one. Let's hope he goes Zero Aura first. Okay, can I hit this, please? And then I can actually win with the Rotom-Heat late game. Nice. And now what I do is I bring this in. I have to Overheat. And I think even with stat drops, Magearna might not take this too well. Yeah, I think -2 specs Overheat, because its stab might still be a 2-hit KO on Magearna. And I should outspeed him under all circumstances, unless... I think he could knock me out with a Z move, would be the way. It was so close, and he did have the Z move. Yeah, if he wasn't Twinkle Tackle, I could have won. And I would have won that game at the end had I just hit the Overheat, because I would have been out of range of the Twinkle Tackle for sure, so... Unfortunately, the Overheat miss got the better of us right there, but I'll be right back with one final game. Okay, I got the next game right here. Unfortunately, that last game I sort of got unlucky, but hopefully we can at least wrap it up with the win right here in this game. My Medicham is a giant threat, as well as Keldeo. Rotom-Heat's a good threat too. I'm actually going to lead Rotom-Heat here. As he leads Gran, would he really click Hydro Pump turn 1? I need Keldeo. I can go Clef here, but it could... I think I want to keep Clef healthy for Gyarados. Let's go Keldeo. Keldeo's so good though. And if he mispredicts and goes for like Dark Pulse, he should just surf here. So would he expect me to be Scarf and go for Volt Switch? If he hard switches I could have caught him, but he just goes for Surf. Okay, good. So I'm glad I didn't misplay right there. Let's just go for Secret Sword. No point in over predicting. He may switch out, I know, but he actually goes Gyarados, so we do a bit, and I'll go Clef here. I think Clef can take one of anything, and if he doesn't flinch me, I'll be fine. This appears to be his Mega, too. Doubles to Coco. So am I willing to take this damage just to get up rocks? Yeah. And I could just spam rocks in case he has Defog on this. Or I get some Moonblast damage for my Keldeo, and now I'll just click rocks. I got a drop. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my rocks up this game. Knocks me out. I can go Keldeo now, and basically claim a kill with Surf. So let's do that. Knock out the Coco, so that's his hazard control gone. Gyarados is weakened when it comes in. Everything's in a pretty tough spot here, I think, so... Out comes Gyarados. I mean, he knows I'm Scarf. I think I have to stand and Surf. Yeah, he's going to try to Dragon Dance. I think even if he Mega Evolves, I should knock him out. And would he be Z-Move or Mega? Yeah, I don't really get the mindset behind that, because he's Mega. I mean, he's Z-Move clearly, so... I knock out Gyarados. I'm curious, is he just going to keep on hoping for my choke? Because I'll stand against Magearna. Like, it's clearly going to be Shift Gear Magearna, and I can't let it set up, so I'll go for Surf here. He actually tries to double to Gran, so I guess he expected Rotom. I mean, I can stay in. And get a ton of damage off, click Surf again here. It's kind of working out. Nice. Keldeo coming through. I knew Keldeo would be a big threat in this game. Let's see what he brings in next. Because all I need to do is get myself in a position where I can't lose to Magearna. So let's go for the Surf here again. As he goes for an SD. That shouldn't matter. I can go here for the Keldeo Surf. Actually, I should probably preserve this because it outspeeds the other thing. So he goes for Bullet Punch. This allows me to just go for a Flamethrower, perhaps. Goes for Knockoff. So he's going to try to set up with Magearna now. Which my Keldeo will outspeed. So I have to get in Keldeo, hit a Hydro Pump, and then I'm fine. Oh, he actually goes Lando. That's better. Because what this will allow me to do is pivot out into Torn. As he gets up rocks. Go right for a U-turn here. And I'm just going to sack off my Selly to the Explosion, and I'm going to try to get Rotom-Heat this last kill right here. Alright, you missed the Overheat, which lost us the last game. Can I hit this one? Please, Rotom? Nice, okay, we're able to go ahead and hit the Overheat, and that's going to be that game. So we're able to bring that game back. I definitely think we should have gone 4-2, but unfortunately we missed against the Shuckle. But you can't hit all your Overheats, of course, so I did hope you guys enjoyed. The team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. And I'll see you next time. Later.